Following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah! Go Cowboys! This is Cowboys StoryLine with Nick Eatman.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to Cowboys StoryLine, Friday, September the 20th. And it is time to wrap up this week of talk. So put this Saints game firmly to bed and move on to the Ravens. Obviously, that's something we've been trying to do all week long, but it's finally here. Finally get a chance to talk about a game coming up on Sunday, and the Ravens coming to town. We've been discussing how important this game is and what it means, but the Cowboys need to get rid of that bad taste in their mouth from last week and try to flush it clean against the Ravens. It's going to be fun. Obviously, Lamar Jackson coming to town, Derrick Henry. They've got some other weapons as well, on that offense, and their defense is pretty nasty as well. John Harbaugh's been the coach there forever, and he was a former special teams coach, so their special teams is always pretty good. So they're built the right way. Their record doesn't look so right now, but I still think everybody believes this is going to be a very, very tough matchup for the Cowboys, and we'll see how tough of a matchup it is for the Ravens as well. All right, 888-855-2297. We'll take calls. We'll take some text messages as well. But let's get us started with Michael in Colton, California. Michael, you're first.
Hey, what's going on, Nick? Good morning. Shout out to the whole Cowboys Nation. Happy Friday, everybody. Hey, Nick, I'm asking for a friend of a friend, right? By chance, is there a certain seventh-round defensive tackle that might be able to help out our this run stopping? But and also, I just wanted to ask if this run game continues, this run defense continues the way it does. Do you see a certain a Amari Cooper situation where they could possibly trade for a game changer that can actually help us? And also, for my score prediction, I would like to go 14-28, Ravens winning.
Okay. Well,
thank you very much.
All right, Michael, start us off there. Everybody's all excited. Shout out to Cowboy Nation and 28-14 Ravens. Okay, I mean, and that's great. I mean, that's your opinion. I'm not sure if I'm not going to disagree with you, but I mean, usually your leadoff hitter is gonna provide a little bit more excitement there for the fans. But hey, Michael, that's how you see it. Running back, you're asking about the running back. Would they go and make a trade for a back? I don't know if it would be in the same type of Amari Cooper type of trade where you're losing a first round pick. I would not see that happening. But yeah, you certainly could. I mean, we'll see how this game goes. They're trying different things, but we'll see how it goes here these next, I would say, game or two, and maybe they do that route. But if they're gonna make a trade for somebody, it's gonna have to be a situation like the thing that made the Cooper one make sense to them is that he was younger, and that they thought they're gonna have him for a few years. Obviously, they had him for 4 years. But it would have to be somebody. If you're gonna have a high draft pick for somebody, then certainly you would need to get somebody in here that's going to be here for more than just 1 year. It's not just going to be a rental in there. He's obviously making a reference to Justin Rogers, defensive tackle. I don't know if he's still in the Bengals practice squad or not, but he had chances to make the team, and they didn't think he was the answer either. So, all right. All right, 888-855-2297 is the number to call. You can text us at 817-290-3298. The phone lines are both open right now. So a couple things. We can just continue to talk about the game and some injuries, situations that to keep an eye on. Jake Ferguson, the knee injury for him, he was limited in practice here the last couple of days, so that's getting better. It's getting better. He'll get a chance to do some things today in practice, and then the big one for him to play would be what he can do on Saturday if he can get out there and he's been wearing a knee brace. If he can get that knee brace, he can still play with that, but it'll see how much that's limiting him. I think they need him. I mean, I liked what Luke Schoonmaker did on the field the other day, but it was really more of a second tight end role. He caught every pass thrown his way, six targets, 6 catches. One of them was a really nice one-handed snag over the middle, but from a juice standpoint, it's not the same as Ferguson. I think we all can see that. And I think the role that he gives the Cowboys as the number 2 that's the type of player, big, strong blocker, catch the ball underneath, get a first down, make some plays, while your number 1 guy is weaving down the field and making some nice catches and doing that kind of stuff. So that's that's kind of what I'm looking for as a 1-2 punch there at tight end. All right, well let's go to our next call. We got Cowboy Joe in Maryland. Cowboy Joe.
Good morning, Mr. Eatman.
Morning.
This is Jeff.
Cowboy Jeff. Sorry about that.
Yes, sir. I got an idea, and I'm pretty confident you're going to like it.
All right.
Let's break out ye old flea flicker this game.
You think so? The flea flicker?
Yeah, because they are bound and determined to stop the run. The Ravens are, and we are bound and determined to run it.
Yeah.
Maybe, maybe not.
Well, here's the thing about the flea flicker. You want the safety to come down and try to stop the run. Right.
And their secondary is not that great.
No, I get it, but because they're not that great, I would worry about Brandon Cooks and CD, and I would worry about that. I would think the Ravens front 7 can stop the Cowboys running game right now without a lot of help, without a lot of players cheating up, doing that kind of stuff. That's you got to be able to run the ball to really, make a flea flicker work. And I don't know right now if this is the time, because I couldn't see Kyle Hamilton or for their safety for the Ravens really worried about, oh my God, they're about to run the ball to this guy, and then they need a flea flicker. I'd stay back until you can prove that the Cowboys running game is going to get 10, 15 yards. I mean, their biggest run is 8 yards in the last game. And I think the week before
that's my other prediction. I predict we will definitely run the ball better.
All right,
the Cowboys are going to win this game.
All right, well then that's where it starts. If they can run the ball better, get it going that way, that's where you can pop the flea flicker. I'm all for it. I mean, I would run it all the time. But if you haven't done it ever since you've taken over as the offense of coordinator and new system, I don't know if this is the week to bring it out, but. Hey, I'd be for it. I mean, that's one of my favorite plays in all football. We all know that. So, all right. Well, Cowboy Jeff, appreciate that on the call. Chris, if we have more calls, let me know. I'm not getting any communication. All right, let's keep it rolling here. We got Dylan in Northport, Florida. What's up?
Hey, Nick. I just got back from the future, man, and I come bearing some good news and some bad news. Bad news is there's no flea flickers this game, so sorry about that, man. Okay. The good news is Cowboys did win, so I don't want to spoil anything. No spoilers, but the coolest play, tell you what, it was when Deuce Vaughn caught that screen pass, and I don't have the exact yardage, but he scored over 20 yards. It was over 20 yards, that screen pass to Cooper Beebe out front. It was beautiful. So keep your eye out for that. It was a beautiful play. Now, I don't know. Do you want the final score that happened? Want me to spoil that for you guys?
Where are you going to go this week? Where are you going to be this weekend?
This weekend, I'm going to be rewatching the game at home.
In Florida?
Yes, sir.
So you're not going to be in Vegas? Because if you're not going to be in Vegas, then no one's believing anything that you just got from the future. Now, if you're coming back from the future and you're going to Vegas and you're going to make a lot of bets and you're going to do that, then hey, I'm with you. But if you're not going to take advantage of coming back from the future, then I'm not with you on that.
Yeah. I don't know if you ever saw a hot tub time machine, but that breaks some sort of weird time boundary you're not supposed to do. So I don't want to risk that. So I'm going to stay away from the bets on this game.
Cool.
Just so I don't break the universe. But I'll give you the final score, man. Why not? It was 27-20. Cowboys did win. It was a really beautiful game.
Awesome. 27-20 Cowboys.
Yes, sir. All right, man.
Thank you. You may or may not see that score on our gut feeling article today under my name, 27-20. But it may not be in the same order. So I was giving Michael a hard time with his pick 28-14, just because it was so un-Michael-like. You know, it really, I mean, for him to just start us off with the show and then get us all excited and then just boom, 28-14 Ravens. Not that I'm expecting that to be that much different. I mean, I have a hard time seeing the Cowboys win this game. I really do. I mean, I'm trying to figure out ways that they would do that, and you're looking at mismatches and how it's all going to work together, and you're like, they're just Cowboys are struggling running the football, and this is going to be a team that stops the run, and then they're having a hard time stopping the run, and this is a team that runs the ball well. So from a stylistic standpoint, I don't like the matchup here, and I certainly don't like it based off of what we've seen, how the Ravens are coming into this game. But you know what? We still got 45 minutes or so, 40 minutes on this show. I'm gonna change my mind. I like that. Maybe I can get you guys to kind of change my perspective a little bit on that. All right, this is early, but I feel like the phone lines are open, and we got to take 2 breaks. Might as well take one now. So y'all keep calling. 888-855-2297 is the number to call. We're going to jump to our first break, and we'll be right back here after this.
Discover Aiden, the official luggage partner of the Dallas Cowboys and Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. Known for top-tier engineering and craftsmanship, Aiden offers more than just bags. Originating from Australia and designed in New York, it merges fashion, design, and culture. Used by Dallas Cowboys players, staff, and the entire organization, Aiden provides style and functionality for all travelers. Visit AidenTheBrand.com and use code AidenXCowboys for 25% off your purchase. Travel like your favorite stars with Aiden.
Alltech Lansing has been perfecting sound since 1927, bringing you decades of audio excellence to elevate your Dallas Cowboys tailgate ritual. Equip your next pregame with the Sound Rover 180 with 6 hours of playtime, built-in microphone, multicolor light modes, and a rugged exterior that's built to last. Visit alltechlansing.com/Cowboys15 for 15% off your Sound Rover 180. That's ALTECLANSING.com/Cowboys15 for 15% off. Alltech Lansing, official audio partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
Back to Cowboys Storyline.
The Cowboys and Captain Morgan are celebrating extraordinary, inspiring, original fans. Nominate yourself for the biggest fan you know to be the 2024 Fan of the Year. You can win prizes, including a trip to Super Bowl 59. Go to DallasCowboys.com/Fan of the Year. All right, let's keep this thing rolling now. We got our communication back in order. Derek in Houston is our next caller. Derek, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, Nick, man? Hope y'all doing good. Happy Friday to Cowboys Nation. I'm definitely a first-time caller, long-time listener.
Here we go.
Yeah, here we go. I like that. I'm the optimistic fan. Like, I love the Cowboys, die hard, like I said. I believe they're going to pull this one out this week. But I do something that Mozzie Smith said when he first came in a couple years ago that always stuck with me. I don't know if you remember, but he had made the comment, I don't like football, I just like to hit people. Yeah. And that just kind of bothered me because if you just watch his play, he kind of plays like he doesn't like football. And I don't know, that's just, with the defensive line having its struggles, that's just something that it kind of just bothered me.
Oh, it really bothered me. I mean, like, it wasn't just you. When he first said it, I think it kind of sounded like a funny statement, like, oh, I just like to hit people. I don't like football.
Right.
Right. But I hated it, honestly, and I still do because I think there's some underlining parts to that. I'm always a person that thinks that, you can win and lose games in the middle of the week. And so when you don't like football or you say that and you like to hit people, yeah, the games are fun. The Sunday, that's fun. Right. But practices aren't fun. Studying is certainly not fun. And
Right.
and doing all the prep work and getting your body right, eating the right foods, all those kind of things to make sure on Sunday you are the best. And so that's what, when people love football, and I always think of Sean Lee. Sean Lee loved football. He did all of those things. That's what separates the great players from the good players and all that. So, yeah, that was kind of bothersome. And you're right. It's been a year now and a few games, and nothing that he's done on the field has changed our opinion of that,
Right.
So,
right.
yeah.
I just wanted to make sure I wasn't crazy, but it's still always go Cowboys.
You weren't. All right, Derek. Appreciate the call. First-time caller for us. Good to hear from you on the show. Let's keep this thing going. Lewis is in Langston, Oklahoma. Lewis, what's up, bud?
What's going on, man? I usually don't get in on Friday, so I was going to try to give you my score. I got it, Dallas 28-17.
How?
I think that.
How?
I think that. Huh?
How does it happen? 28-17. How does it happen?
I'm going to go, honestly, I want them to run the ball, but you're looking at the Ravens defense. This is not going to be a run-the-ball game, so I know Dak is going to have to air it out, and they're going to probably double and triple CD, so I think this is more of like a Brandon Cooks game. And if Ferguson plays, if they give him any minutes, like if he's effective, I say Ferguson gets a couple. I give it. This is going to be a Brandon Cooks game, but the defense is going to have to stop. Not Derrick Henry. I think Derrick Henry, like I said last time, I think they may be trying to figure it out, but I hope they keep using it wrong. But it's going to be the Lamar show, and so you can't really stop Lamar on the ground. So I think they try to get him to air it out, and that's where our defense, I think, is more efficient for taking this game. So I think 28-17 is what I'm gonna go with.
All right. Like it. I can see it a little bit. And you're right. The secondary for the Ravens is, I think, where you're really going to have to exploit them. But you can't be one-dimensional. You're going to have to be able to run it at times. Until I see it differently, I still think Zeke is the best option that they have on the roster, on the 53-man roster. I would have liked to seen Dalvin Cook. Maybe they're going to use him. Maybe they're not. Doesn't sound like they are, but then again, they don't have to make that call until Saturday. But I'd like to see him out there. But I think of the backs that you have, I think this is a type of game that I think Zeke could help you in, maybe more so than the other guys. But it's a committee. And I don't love the committee. I mean, I don't love that approach. It's not my favorite, but it is what it is because there's nobody that separates themselves. So that's what happens. And so maybe somebody will in this game, but I like what you're saying about Cooks. Stretch the defense a little bit. I think Turpin, he's just got to catch the ball like over the middle. Like he needs to make those kind of plays. It's not just reverses with him. He can have a role. He's just going to have to, over the middle, whatever it is, he has to make these catches. You need those speed. Tolbert, same thing. Those guys, when they get opportunities to make plays, got to make them because it can't just be CD all the time. All right, let's go to Rick in Massachusetts.
Hey, Nick. How you doing?
Good, bud. How are you?
All right. No, from what I've been hearing is that Ravens the passing defense is last in the NFL. The secondary is not that great, and they also don't cover tight ends very well the last few games. So I can see this being Brandon Cooks, CeeDee Lamb, Dak, and the tight ends, if Ferguson or even play, that they would be able to, without the run game, having a little bit, but they may not be able to run, but they'd be able to pass and everything, and that's how they get the win 24-20.
All right. Now, starting to sound like a Cowboy show. Good job, Rick. Appreciate that. I think we're all kind of seeing that. Cooks did not have a big game, last week, and Tolbert was the one that had a few catches there, but it's got to be multiple guys, and that tight end. I think when you have a tight end that can be dynamic for you, that can change everything. It changes your running game, changes your passing game, and also, what makes the position so good is the fact that you can run out of your base and still be dynamic. You don't have to have 3 wides all the time just to have a playmaker, and you can still run the ball just because you have a playmaker at tight end. If you have a really great tight end, especially if you have 2 and I'm talking about your complete tight ends, so the real tight ends, the ones that you can put on the line and block. They're not going to be road graders, but they get in the way. They can force to the outside and shield, do all the things you need to do. Plus, they can get down the field, make plays and all that. Like a true complete tight end, it changes everything what you can do. You can be the most versatile offense in the world with the tight end. That's what makes them so valuable. So, sorry, getting a call from someone who should know I'm on a show. That's all right though. No, I think from a tight end perspective, they need Ferguson. They need him bad, and you're seeing it on the other side. I mean, Baltimore's tight ends are so good just because of that same thing. They get catches from Lamar. What are you gonna do? You're gonna put a spy on Lamar? We've talked about spies. Overshone says he's gonna do some of it. Maybe Micah Parsons. I doubt that, but. You can spy Lamar all you want to, but those are the guys also supposed to be covering your tight end. And then you got Andrews, and you got Likely, and you got those guys over the middle making plays. So you have to pick your poison there, and sometimes the tight ends are going to benefit a lot from that end. All right, let's go to Ali in Florida.
Good morning, Mr. Nick. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Pretty good, sir. I gotta clean something up. Yesterday, I said it's okay if the Cowboys lose, but not big. But I look at the Cowboys. I know Captain Rob, he didn't like the idea. No Cowboys fan loves to lose. Let me get that clear. But I look at the Cowboys. Last year, we lost to Arizona Cardinals. Then we lost to Green Bay. Then we lost to Saints the way we lost it. The way I'll watch Cowboys for a long time, been to the NFC Championship heartache and 29 years of drought for Super Bowl. It's easier to lose like the Eagle lost to Atlanta, then you have a hope for the following week. But the way we lost to Saints, it's just like you're questioning it. Okay, it's the second game of the season. It's hard. It is so hard. It demoralizes you. And then he says, okay, forget about chalk the season up. That was our try to get it clear. But having said that, I think Cowboys in general, I was in Amazon and went to the Sao Paulo. It was a lot of Green Bay Eagle fan there. I went to the shop. I had a StoryLine shirt on. And the girl behind the desk, he goes, oh, you Cowboy fan? I said, yeah. And I was telling them there was 2 guys there from from the Eagle. And they said, yeah, your Cowboys got spanked 44 points. And they was just running their mouth. But I said, conversation came up. I said, look, the last time I checked, the Eagle, your fans supposed to be a little bit civilized. You don't throw battery at people. I remember Jimmy Johnson, when he was coaching, they put the battery in a snowball, just the way they hit your leg. I said, you come to our stadium, we don't get violence. We respect you. You watch your game, and good of a competition. I said, not because you guys have a couple people that suddenly you want to trash the Cowboys.
All right.
So.
Yeah. All right, Ali, we're not breaking news that the Eagles fans are lacking some class. Like, that's cool. Like, we don't play them this week. What do you think about this game though coming up though, real quick?
I think the Cowboys are going to win 31-20. I'll tell you why. I honestly got in my heart of heart, defense going to get a few turnovers, and if the Derrick Henry is not as fast as Alvin Kamara. When he goes, Lamar goes under the center, you know what play is coming. But the one I'm worried about is Lamar Jackson. When he goes to the shotgun, then we have a problem. As long as our linebacker doesn't get pushed back, I think we will have a great chance. I know Cowboys is going to score offensively, and we're going to get a couple picks, and the defense is going to score as well.
All right. Defense going to score. That's big. All right, Ali. Thanks for the call. He's doesn't like the Eagles fans, and he's worried about Lamar Jackson. Sometimes it is that simple. But the defense, if the defense gets a score, that's huge. I'd love to see a stat on that. I should find that. What's the record when like a defensive team scores, and then also from the Cowboys? It just feels like it's going to be your day. If you get a defensive touchdown, or especially a special teams touchdown. It's been like a gnat in here. I blame the Talking Cowboys group. They probably had like food in here. All right, let's keep this thing going. Jeff in Arkansas.
Yes, Nick, this is Jeff from Arkansas. This is not the other Jeff that you've already talked to.
What's up?
So I was calling, and by the way, Eagles fans threw what? Snowballs at Santa Claus or something. We know Eagles are going to be Eagles fans, so I'm not worried about them. But hey, I did have a question for you. Did you or did any of the media people know anything, or did y'all know about the Catholic Bowl this past weekend?
About the what bowl?
The Catholic Bowl.
I don't think so.
So Jerry Jones had invited like 6 Catholic teams.
Is this like in Little Rock?
From Little Rock, yes. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yeah, so I got to give a shout out to the Catholic Rockets winning 41-7 in the Catholic Bowl. That was pretty cool. My son's on the team. He was literally 5 feet away from Jerry Jones. That was pretty cool.
Nice.
He came out for about a quarter or so. That was cool. But my son Mason's on the team, so that was pretty cool. We were at the Star and Tostitos Plaza and all that fun stuff, and that was the first time I got to go in there and see the actual practice field and all that. And I was looking for all the media, and I guess I didn't like. I was trying to think in my head. I'm like, I wonder if they even know about what's going on. And I know y'all got so many other obligations and stuff. So
yeah. I wasn't familiar with that one, but I'm good. Glad your son's team won. What do you think about the game this week?
I think about Cowboys 31-28, Mr. Aubrey winning the winning game field goal is what I'm thinking.
All right, love it. It's gonna be a battle.
It is. I do got a couple other things that I wanted to ask you. This would not have to be a trade. But, and I know I'm going to get a sigh from you on this, but what about Randy Gregory? I mean, we could sign him to the least amount of money, or is that even an option, or is that already gone, do you think?
I think that's, I would think that's already gone. I mean, he's had many of opportunities to put football number one, and I don't know. I don't know if he has. I like Randy. He's one of the smartest players I've ever talked to. I mean, he's fun to talk to. He never could get football to be the top priority for him. And so I really don't know what he's doing now. I know he's not playing right now, but I don't see him coming in here being a big difference maker. He had a moment there, and they wanted to sign him, and that was kind of a tough situation when the Cowboys, were trying to bring him here, and it looked like they had agreed on a deal, and then last minute he goes to Denver, and that didn't necessarily work out for him there either. So, but I just don't think he's at a place right now where he's gonna be somebody that could help a football team, and especially this one. So, all right, let's go to our last break here on Cowboys Storyline. We'll take a break. We'll be right back here to finish off the show.
Cowboys fans, when it comes to navigating the ever-changing world of tax, your business needs a partner it can trust to tackle even your biggest tax challenges. Ryan is the largest firm in the world dedicated exclusively to business taxes. Our team of tax professionals has local expertise in all areas of tax and can help you uncover savings opportunities you didn't know you had. Learn more about how Ryan can improve your overall corporate tax performance by visiting Ryan.com. Ryan, the official tax partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
Dallas Cowboys Game Day is brought to you by Captain Morgan, the official spiced rum of the NFL. The NFL season is full of legendary tales on and off the field. And when you follow the captain within you, stories become stuff of legends. So gather your crew and visit followthecaptain.com to begin your adventure. Please drink responsibly. Captain Morgan Original Spiced Rum, 35% alcohol by volume. Captain Morgan Rum Company, New York, New York.
Back to Cowboys Storyline.
Come shop at the Star in Frisco on Saturday, September 28th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Flea Styles Market at the Star, presented by Maker Place by Michaels. So featuring 50-plus local makers offering art, fashion, home decor, jewelry, all that. Mission is free. Visit stardistrict.com for more information. All right, let's keep this thing going. We've got Chris waiting on the line in San Angelo. Chris, what's up?
Mr. Nick, how are you doing, sir?
Good. How are you doing?
Pretty good last time I checked. I just had a few things for you. I'm thinking it's about time to go I don't know where they are with them, but let Dalvin Cook have some carries, because I'm thinking you pick the guy up.
Yeah.
Why wait till week 4 whenever you could use him right now?
Yeah.
And that's like you need him. So let's roll with that.
Right.
And then another thing, the team kind of needs a shot in the arm. So I'm thinking we need that guy that'll do kind of like a Jake Ferguson breakout type stuff last year. Pumping the chest, giving the first down markers. What's the attitude of Flournoy? And I know I got that name wrong.
Flournoy.
But I'd like,
not bad.
I'd like to see somebody, little fresh blood, come in there and, maybe actually break a tackle and make a play and just see what the status is on him. He could be that guy. Maybe it's Stevens or just somebody that's going to come in here and kind of give him a shot in the arm, little attitude.
Yeah, I thanks for the call, Chris. Cowboys
27-21.
27-21. All right, thank you. Thank you for the pick.
All right.
You're right. You need something. There's nobody that's. It seems like everybody on the Saints team was had juice, had playmaking ability down the field. Hard to keep up with. You're going to face a team here with a quarterback that can run like this. But, last week it was, no running back provided that. Your tight end was Schoonmaker and Brevin Spanford. Big lumbering guys, but not, they're not on anybody's relay team. Brandon Cooks didn't play fast, didn't do anything. Neither did Turpin. Tolbert's not really a burner guy, and CD really isn't either. But he did break free for a touchdown. So your playmakers need. You're right. You need somebody like that. Maybe Flournoy can do that over Jalen Brooks. Maybe John Stevens can provide that if he can come back from injury and play this week. So you're missing that. You're without a doubt you are missing some athletic ability there in the open field. Somebody needs to be able to bring that. All right, let's go to David in Fort Worth.
How you doing, Nick?
Good, man. How are you?
Man, glad I could finally get through, man. Been trying all week. But I'll be quick. There's a couple things that I wanted to talk about storyline-wise, and I'm not sure if it's been mentioned because I've just been calling the whole show, so I apologize if it's been mentioned. But I'm really looking forward to, the MVP storyline, right? So you have Lamar Jackson coming in and Dak, who a lot of people feel like were snubbed last season. So I want to see kind of if Dak has a little, which of course he's going to give quarterback answers, but I want to see if he has like a little bit more like fire in him to kind of prove like, hey man, you got my trophy. You know what I mean? So that's like a not necessarily head to head, but a matchup that I want to watch. And then I mentioned this last night in the spaces, but the Ravens got Tucker, who's possibly the GOAT kicker.
Yeah.
And we got Aubrey, a little baby goat, and I'm interested to see that because Tucker's missed a couple kicks. Aubrey's been pretty fire, so this might be a passing of the torch. And I want to give my score prediction, crazy prediction. There's a lot of things I don't really know about this game, but one thing that I know for sure is it's going to be 31-28.
Hold up, David. I like that. You know, David, Justin Tucker, he's missed 2 field goals this year, both over 50 yards, okay? Brandon Aubrey had missed one in 13 straight. But each week we go with our hot take of the week. I love what you just said. You made it a battle between the 2 kickers. Passing of the torch, like this is it? Like now Brandon Aubrey is now going to be the best kicker in the league? Is that what we're saying?
Hey, that's what I feel in my guts. He's the best kicker since Jeff Heath. You know what I mean? No, I'm just kidding. That's a joke. But, yeah, man,
that's a
I don't
hot
know, man.
take right there.
I like it. I really do like it. I mean, he's not afraid to boom it. He's very accurate. He's even keel all the time. Like, he seems pretty good. But, yeah, so real quick, so my score is 31-28.
All right.
And my crazy prediction, I think that, and this Dylan might like this, I think that Deuce Vaughn is going to have over 85 yards.
Oh, my God, that's the hot take of the week.
Of total yards from scrimmage.
All right.
Deuce is going to get loose.
Deuce
all right,
is
brother,
loose.
I appreciate you, man.
All right, then our Yeti hot take of the week. It goes to David in Fort Worth, especially for calling so much. And I know all you guys do call a lot to get in, and we appreciate that. A couple of things. I loved all of those things that you said. You know, first and second in MVP voting last year, Dak and Lamar Jackson. It's only the 5th time ever that the 2 guys have faced each other with 500 or below records. So, you know, they're 0-2, Cowboys 1-1. Usually, you know, your MVP is on a good team. The teams come in. This is 1-2, and they're battling to stay, just stay in the thick of things of the standings. So that plus Justin Tucker, you know, he's been money, and he still is, you know, he's still the all-time leading kicker as far as accuracy in the NFL. And here comes Brandon Aubrey. Aubrey's made 13 straight kicks, 50 yards or more. Those are the only 2 misses for Tucker. And then you're saying Deuce is going loose for 80 yards or more all-purpose yards. Love it. All right, so our Yeti hot take of the week. And this is a Yeti. It keeps things hot, keeps things cool. But our hot take of the week goes to David in Fort Worth. Thank you so much for that. We'll see if those things play out in this game, if Aubrey has a big game. And, of course, Deuce Vaughn has a big game. All right, Michael in Bowling Green, Kentucky is next. Michael.
All right, so earlier in the week you said you didn't know anything about Bowling Green. All right. Every Corvette you've ever seen in your life was made in Bowling Green. And Mike White used to be the backup quarterback from Cowboys from Bowling Green. He went to WKU. Just thought I'd give you a couple little things.
Nice. Okay.
Lamar is 20-1 against the NFC. Daniel Jones is the only NFC quarterback to beat him. Do you think with Baltimore's shaky offensive line, we're going to make them 20-2?
Yeah, that 20-1 record is interesting, you know, because it's like, wow. I mean, that's a huge sample size. 20-1. There's got to be a reason for that. Teams that don't face them all the time, they don't know how to actually play against them, and he's hurting them for sure. But then you see the one, and you're like, oh, well, so it can happen. You know, like if the Giants can do it with Daniel Jones and all that, then it definitely can happen. So great stat. That's a great stat, but it also doesn't seem like it's one that it can't be beatable. So yeah, I mean they can be 20-2 for sure. I don't remember that game. It doesn't ring a bell on the Giants beating them. Obviously, it wasn't too long ago, but I don't recall. It was probably 2020, right? Because that was the year that the Cowboys played the Ravens. So I would imagine that's when that's when the Ravens played them. Weird year, you know, COVID. So that stat actually does look a little bit better if that was the year.
I also want to give my score prediction.
Okay.
I'm going to go Dallas 21, Baltimore 20.
21-20. All right. Sounds good. Thank you, Michael, and Bowling Green, where the Corvettes are. All right. Y'all realize of your picks, I've been writing down. This is just the Ravens picks over here. 20 points for the Ravens, 28, 21, 28, 20, 20, 20, 17, 28. Interesting. Good stuff. All right, let's keep this thing going. Jim in Phoenix, Arizona. Jim.
Hey, good morning. How are you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. First-time caller. Finally got through.
Right.
There you go. Hey, first off, congratulations on your 25 years, and I've listened to you and read you for a long time, and I just really appreciate your perspective and your take on everything Dallas Cowboys. So thank you very much.
Thank you. I appreciate you saying that. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Hey, so this feels eerily like 2018, except what management did with the receiver room. They got rid of Dez. Witt retired right around the draft, and really didn't bring any help in. I think Alan Hearns was here, and T. Will, and Beasley, and maybe like Bryce Butler went into the season. It's hard to imagine we went into the season thinking that was a good enough crew. And I think now we're sitting kind of like that running back. Love Zeke. Got a whole bunch of his jerseys hanging in my closet. But Dallas got to do something about the running back game. And I don't know what that is other than giving Dalvin Cook a shot.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thanks for the call. He's going with Dalvin Cook. Thanks, Jim in Phoenix, first-time caller. I said Phoenix or Australia or somewhere. That sounded really far away, a lot farther away than Phoenix. Not the first person to say that. I mean, Dalvin Cook should get a shot. I'm with you. Nothing's happened in these first two games that makes me think, well, can't play the 4-time Pro Bowler who's been here and he's been a great player in the league, and I get it. He's same as Zeke. I mean, it's the same type of thing. Maybe Zeke has lost a step. I'm sure Dalvin Cook has as well. I mean, he's not out there for a reason. He's not out there because he's so great. He's just waiting on the Cowboys to call. I mean, teams kind of feel the same way about him, and but you don't have a lot of options, and so I need a back in a game like this. I just feel like it's going to be a very intense game, and you need somebody that's going to be able to, that's been there, that's been through the wars, and can pick up blitzes and get those tough yards. And when you get hit hard in this game, come back and be able to bring it back. And Zeke has done that in his career. Dalvin Cook has done that in their career. So I feel like it's the type of game that you're going to need that kind of stuff. All right, let's keep it going. Zach in Atlanta.
Hey, what's up, Nick?
Not much, man. How are you?
I'm good. Hey, I made a reference earlier in the week to plumbing. I'll leave it at that. And guess what, man? I think we have 3 plumbers on the way to fix what's going on. I think we got Dalvin Cook. I think he's going to, just like we saw Zeke kind of hurdle a guy's first week, he's got a little more in the tank.
Yeah.
I think Dalvin Cook is going to provide just some similar juice. I think he's going to help as much as he can on offense. I think Jake Ferguson, he's another plumber, ready to get in the mix. And then I think Overshown, man, this is going to be a big game, and we need to use him and turn him loose, And so my prediction, I do think the Cowboys win. I'll say 27-23. And, yeah, I'll leave it at that. Thank you.
All right, sounds good. All right, Zach has got he's got some plumbers here that are gonna carry the Cowboys to the lead. That's great. Just keep their pants up. You know what I mean? Just make sure there's no cracks in the. Stupid. All right, the Cowboys 27-23. I like the pick. They need, like we talked about, Ferguson, whoever it is, these secondary players, not the CDs, whatever, but Dak, CD, they got to bring it. Who else? Who, just like they say in the movie Old School, who's coming with me? That kind of thing. And that might have been Jerry Maguire line. Who's coming with me though? That's what they need. Who is going to say, we're going to be here. We're going to beat these Ravens. Cook's going to have to step it up. Ferguson steps it up. Maybe it's Deuce Vaughn. Maybe it's Zeke. whoever it is. But you know, those guys have to be able to make those plays. All right, let's go, Derek in Springfield, Missouri.
Well, back-to-back days. What's going on, man?
What's up, man? Good stuff.
Oh, not much. Hey, so I wanted to make a comment off of my comment yesterday, and then also I've got one other little thing. I haven't listened to any of the show today, so if I hit on something that's already been talked about, that's on me, my bad. So I knew right when I hung up with you, I should have said this and threw it in, but because I knew what you were going to say, and people don't want to get rid of that interior D-line help. I get it, but dude, I'm like, at this point, I'm like, if you got to give up extra or lose the trade first, for say, I'm down for it. I mean, I think we need the help bad. I don't want them to wait around. So, you know, I'm not in the front office, so I don't make those decisions. Wish I could, but that's my, you know, little 2 cents extra on that. And then I want to see this offense. I'm tired of the early down running. Like, I would love to just start off the game with just play action, get Dak, bootleg, whatever, get him on the outside of the pocket, a short completion or a deep shot. I want to see more early first down throws on first and second down. You know, I'm tired of a handoff going for 1 or 2 yards on first down. And, you know, I get it. We got to establish the run, but that's just kind of my thinking.
Yeah.
So just wanted to throw that in there.
Well, thanks for the call. Good point. And you can't be behind the chains. And if you're not running the ball, it's one thing. You got to keep running. If you're getting something, but if you're not getting anything, it's 1, it's 2, it's -1, it's 3. Then you're always in 2nd and 8, 2nd and 10, 2nd and 11, and that's what's setting you back every time. And so you've got to be able to keep them on their heels. However, they can get 4 to 5 yards, if not more. And so I agree with you. You know, it can't just be run, pass. I mean, that's not the way that it works. And I'm not saying that's what the Cowboys do, but if you're not running the football, then you have to figure out other ways to get it working. Where you may have to pass to set up the run. It's kind of the way the new football is right now. So I think that's a good point. That's something to look at for sure. Let's go with our last caller here of the day. It'll be Nico in Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Hey, what's up, Nick? How you guys doing today?
We're good,
couple things. Man, I've been thinking on it. I did not call in after the game, after the beatdown, because I'm one of those Cowboy fans that everybody hates. I am that delusional fan. I am that guy that has the tattoo and decks out with wearing Barry Church's game-worn pants, and, you know, I'm that guy, okay? So I take it too seriously because my life ain't that great. I want the Cowboys to be great so I can have something to cheer about, you know?
Yeah.
So I was sitting back thinking about it. What is Mike Zimmer?
Time out. You have Barry Church game-worn pants? Like what?
Yes. I have 3 pair of his game-worn pants.
Why?
Because I want to wear a uniform during the game.
And you've stolen Barry Church's pants?
No, I bought them off of a web-certified website that.
Barry Church is selling his pants. Okay, no, it's good. All right, that's interesting. I thought you just randomly said that, which would have been funny too. But this is also pretty random that Barry Church's pants are out there to. Yeah,
but it's not just Barry Church. The website, the guy goes and buys old warehouses of old stock, and they are authentic. They're game-worn gear.
Okay, cool. All right, sounds good. All right.
Anyways,
keep going.
I was thinking about it. I didn't want to overreact, but I wanted to react. I wanted to hear what Mike Zimmer is going to do, and we got that answer. And thank God we got the answer, and I don't know if anybody's actually caught on, but I did. JP, your wrist ain't really hurt. That's your big daddy, your coach, telling you, sit your butt on the sideline because you can't do anything. Hey, next guy, Mozzie, you're a waste. Move on. Go sit down. Let's get somebody in here. That's Mike Zimmer saying, I'm not putting up with this. I'm not doing it. JP's wrist ain't really hurt. Mozzie's back. Okay, you might have tweaked it. Now go sit down, son. I want to know what else is coming. What fire is coming? Mike Zimmer won't put up with it. And, Nick, you know this. He will not put up with it. I want to get going here. I want to see what our Cowboys can bounce back from. And if If it's somebody new, let's go. I'm for Dalvin Cook too, but really, Zeke is the same. So how about this? Offensive line, you're going to be next. I don't care who's on the chopping block. Start doing your job. That's all I've got. Cowboys are going to win. I always pick them. Like Nate, I don't care if it's by one. Let's get rowdy and let's go.
All right, Nico. All right, anybody that's going to go and buy pants of Barry Church game-worn pants, like that's a diehard Cowboy fan. That guy's ready to go, and I like it. I like what he said for the most part there. We'll see how Mike Zimmer. We'll see how he responds. I mean, he said it earlier this week. I mean, He's faced adversity, obviously, before, early in his career. He's had some tough moments. He's been able to figure it out. Well, this would be a great week to figure it out. Guys, what a great show. 15 callers on a Friday. You guys were outstanding. You got in, got out. You made your picks. Some Cowboys, mostly Cowboys, some Ravens. But that's okay. I mean, we all know this is going to be a tough game. We'll see how the Cowboys respond. And obviously, we'll be back on Monday to talk about it. So for Chris Beam, I'm Nick Eatman. Have fun this weekend. Enjoy the game. We will see you on Monday. Cowboys Storyline. See ya.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys?